right now. Tuesday, June the 15th, 2015. 2015, yep, that's right. 8 o'clock in the morning. The second part of the issue on people smugglers being paid by Australian government sources to take back the illegal immigrants. I think this is so serious that we need to concentrate and focus on this. I agree with ABC for putting this across. I think the people smugglers are criminals. As I said in my first video, the place for their abode is within a jail cell, under top security, not sent back because there could be a number of issues. One, terrorism. How do we know that people smugglers are not terrorists planning to attack Australia? 2, drug dealers. How do we know that people smugglers are not drug dealers planning to do criminal things? 3, basically straight people searching for quick, easy money. How do we know it's not that? 4, how do we know it's not all that put together? Terrorists, drug dealers, and people searching for quick, easy money. People smugglers are criminals, and you do not deal with criminals. The only dealings that should be done with criminals is through the courts, criminal courts, and or the Australian Federal Police or ASIO or whatever other countries' authorities are of the same branding, doing searching and checks on them, or through the prison systems and corrective centres. Hardline, top security ones. That's what you're dealing with. As for the illegal immigrants, there's a whole host and myriad of issues why they come. We've got to have compassion, yes, I agree with that 100%. I don't agree with throwing people into nothing, but they need to be searched out and checked and need to be looked at, because how do we know people smugglers aren't amongst those people? Terrorists aren't amongst them. So I personally believe that we need internment camps. Australia's got plenty of arid deserts in the centre of Australia to set them up. They should be run to the United Nations Convention treaties under specially trained federal prison officers or federal custodial officers. Brought here, if we have to, taken to our deserts, searched out, have an ASIO check, a FBI check, a police check, a UNESCO check, a check with Australian Federal Police. Those found to have not legal, not immediate requirements should be deported back to the country, and those found to have refugee status and are really in trouble, we can look at immigration through different strategies, which can be decided by the Australian Federal Government. But what I do back what John Law said on his show. We should have no dealings at all with people smugglers, except for the authorities, putting them before the courts, and having them thrown into a prison, a hardline prison. Do not send them back, because you don't know what you're sending back. You do not pay money to criminals. I'll finish this little video off, which is going to be a little bit longer video, by stating this article, this matter. Let's look at a different issue. If you had a bunch of drug smugglers or a group of people that were regularly robbing shops, and anyone who decides to help them and give them money to keep criminals away from your business, the state police and the federal police do not take that lightly. You pay criminals money, they'll put you on charges of accessory after the fact and a number of other charges before the courts. Well, isn't Australian government doing the same thing by paying the criminals who smuggle people out of Indonesia? Giving them an incentive, The other problem is you're giving those people smugglers an incentive to kidnap people, put them on boats, send them to Australia, hoping the Australian government will pay them money to send them back. That I am dead against. I back people like John Laws. I back people like Alex Jones on the Sydney radio stations. I back any other social commentator that speaks against that. I'll speak against it myself. Do not, under any circumstance, support criminals, because you're encouraging them and giving them the foresight to keep their actions up and kidnap people. That is intolerable, out of all forms of conventions, and that needs to be looked upon in a very unsavoury way. Okay, until the next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye for now. Yours, John.